Hey guys, it's Mile. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on my must-have drugstore products. So I have quite a lot of things because before I got into any higher-end makeup, I couldn't afford any high-end makeup. So all I did was shop from the drugstores. For primer, honestly, I have not found a primer from the drugstore that I am obsessed with or in love with. But for foundation, I love the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. L'Oreal makes really good foundation. The L'Oreal Lumi foundation, the True Match foundation, which was actually my first love, are all amazing foundations. But I have oily skin, and I feel like for oily skin, this is probably one of the best foundations that the drugstore has because it covers any imperfection. It has really good full coverage. It lasts a really long time, throughout the day for sure. And you can feel it on the skin, you don't feel like you're not wearing foundation, but it doesn't feel heavy. So I absolutely love this. It's the foundation that I'm wearing today. For concealer and correcting, I don't know if it's considered cheating because for some of the categories like concealers or bronzers or whatever, I have more than one, but I use them in different ways. So the first one is my Pixi Correction Concentrate, and this is in Brightening Peach. Some of you guys have seen me use this in tutorials, if you've seen my previous tutorials. I love this. It has a really salmony, peachy undertone, and this is great for canceling out any dark circles. And I feel like on days that I feel very tired, or you can see on my face that I'm tired, this is really good. It doesn't feel heavy under the eye, and I don't feel personally that it dries out my under eyes, so I love this. A cult favorite on YouTube is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. It has really nice coverage, and it really brightens and conceals, and I have this in different shades because this blends so easily that I use it to contour, I use it to highlight, I use it to conceal. Sometimes you can just use this as foundation if you like. That's how light it is, but yet super full coverage, so I love this. As an eyeshadow primer, I have two, but they both do different things. So the first one is the NYX eyeshadow base, and this is in Skin Tone. This is really good, really creamy. I do recommend to set this with the powder, but I love this base. It's really good at covering any darkness or redness or veins or anything that you have on your eyelids, and it really does elongate the wear of any eyeshadows that you're wearing. Another one that I love is the e.l.f. Glitter Primer, and this is so good for pigments or for any metallic shadows that you feel transfer or don't wear as well. I feel like this is really good. This is $1 to $2. This little baby has been a part of my life for many years. This is the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in Blackest Black. This is one of the best gel liners that I have ever tried. It's so creamy, but it's not too liquidy. It's not too creamy where it's difficult to work with. I feel like this is the perfect consistency. It is so black. Gel liners dry matte for the most part. And to line the waterline, I love my Rimmel Scandaleyes waterproof liner in Nude. This is so good. I'm wearing it in my waterline. I don't even know if you can see it, but this is so good because it really does last a lot longer than most eyeliners last on the waterline. It's the perfect nude because it's not, there's some nudes that you can find that are a little bit too stark. This one's really good to help really open up the eyes and just make you look more awake. I highly recommend it. And then for mascaras, okay, I'm mentioning two, but there's one that I do feel like it's really good, but I don't know if people are going to like it because it gets a little clumpy, and that's the Jordana Best Lash Extreme. I love that one so much, but I currently don't have one. The two that I have been obsessed with from the drugstore are these two. So the first one is the Maybelline Lash Sensational in Blackest Black. I use the shorter side to apply the mascara, and then I use the more curved side to kind of fan out the lashes. This is so good, you guys, so good. It's such an amazing drugstore mascara, and it doesn't smudge, and it's not waterproof, but it stays on your lashes. And then the other one is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. Hot damn, this is good. It has the skinniest, tiniest little wand. It's super black. This is a more wet formula, so when you initially use it, it is a little bit difficult to work with. It can get a little bit clumpy, but I promise you that it is so worth the week of letting it dry out a little bit because it's so good. This is more of a lengthening mascara. This is more of a volumizing mascara. So today on my eyelashes, I wear both. and then this is the one that I'm using on my lower lashes. So these on their own are amazing. These together are bomb. For brows, I am so happy that the Drugstore has been coming out with more brow products. The NYX Micro Brow Pencil, this is amazing. Super, super thin. This one is not as creamy as like the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. It is a little bit more of a waxy formula where you kind of have to press a little harder to get pigment to show. But I like this because I feel like it's a little bit harder to mess up. So I definitely feel like this is very user friendly, especially beginner friendly, because it kind of teaches you, even though you make a mistake, you don't mess up that bad, and you kind of learn as you go. It also comes with a spoolie, which is a really, really good spoolie. This one's so good for every day because it's quick and it's easy, and I love it. And I use the shade Ash Brown. It's my favorite shade because it also keeps them looking natural. The other product that I love is the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. This is in the shade Chocolate. Kind of has like those fibers built into them, kind of like the Benefit Gimme Brow. And I love it because any little sparse area that you miss, this really, really fills it in. I don't know if this is waterproof. For powders, one that I love a lot because I hit pan. It's the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is the original formula. This is in 120 Classic Ivory. As you guys can see, I've hit pan. But this is very, 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 very nice and pigmented and creamy. I love this powder because I feel like it has a nice illuminating effect under the eye, and it really brightens it up. I also feel like if you have dry skin, this is a really, really good setting powder because, again, it kind of like brings life to the skin. It doesn't matte you out completely. This is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Press Powder, or Powder Foundation. And this is in the shade Natural. And I use this to set my face because even though I have oily skin and I want to look matte, I don't want to look like flat. Stay matte, not flat. It's really nice and creamy, so it's not chalky at all. It has like a nice texture, like it feels nice going on your skin. For bronzers, I have one that I feel it's beautiful, and then I have one that I am obsessed with. So the first one that I think it's very beautiful is from NYC, and this is the Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder, and this is in Sunny. This is very loved on YouTube, and it's like a warm bronzing powder. It looks a lot more warm on the pan. I feel like this is a great product, a great bronzing product for fair to medium skin tones. I love this. I use this a lot. I actually use this a lot as like a transition shade on my crease. Love this. And this is $2 to $3. So next is the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. I got mine at CVS, and this is like a little CVS sticker. It just stayed. This is it looks very similar to Sunny, but this one's more pigmented. And it's less orangey. As you guys can see right here, it's less orange than this one. This just gives your skin the most effortless sun-kissed glow. It looks like it has like tiny specks of like gold glitter, but it doesn't show up on the face once you start applying the product. All it does is give the skin a nice luminosity. I actually used Sunny and this one today. I used Sunny a little bit to kind of warm up the skin, but then to really bronze it up, I used this one. And I love the way that they look. It gives just a healthy look to the skin. Absolutely love these. By the way, I use the Maybelline Fit Me powder to set my under eye. I use the NYX Stay Matte Not Flat to set my face. And I use the NYX Brow Pencil and Tinted Brow Gel for my brows today. I don't think I mentioned that. Blushes. The first one is the NYX blush in Terracotta. This is like a bronzy kind of blush, and it has like a beautiful golden sheen to it. So it's this right here. I love using this, especially in the summer. I feel like it gives your skin such a bronzed glow. And how can I not mention the Milani Baked blushes? This is in Luminoso. This is the one that I'm wearing today. This is the most beautiful peach blush in the history of the world, and it has like a beautiful sheen that runs throughout it. Do you guys see that beautiful sheen? It's so beautiful. The Milani Baked blushes are the bomb. I have quite a few shades, but Luminoso is the most beautiful one. So I recently did my top 5 drugstore highlights, and these two were in there. This first one is the Wet n Wild Fergie Center Stage Collection in Hollywood Boulevard. This to me is the most beautiful glam highlight that the drugstore has. It looks really tacky in the pan. This is the most beautiful, intense bam highlight that you will find at the drugstore. I'm telling you, I've checked. So if that's too much for you, another one that I love is the Physicians Formula Natural Nude Shimmer Highlight thingy. You can use this as highlight, blush, bronzer, eyeshadow, whatever your heart desires. Texture wise, this is probably the best at the drugstore because the Wet n Wild one is not as soft and velvety as this one. But color wise, I love my Hollywood Boulevard. This is what they look like. This is just like the top, the middle, and the bottom. It's such a good quality highlighting palette. Again, you can use this for eyeshadow. You can custom create basically your own kind of shades. Today I used the middle portion to get this highlight, which I wanted a more bronzy highlight with a little bit of like a pinkiness to it. It's like $12 or $13, but it's totally worth it. To set your face, definitely my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray Set Makeup Extender Setting Spray. The L'Oreal setting spray is so good. This is super comparable to the Urban Decay setting sprays. I haven't really tried much setting sprays from the drugstore. Once this one came out, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. And I have not looked back since. This is the best. I'm telling you, if you have the Urban Decay, spritz half your face with that one, and then spritz half your face with this one, and then tell me if you can really tell the difference. Bet you can. So for eyeshadows, I have recently decided that the NYX Prismatic eyeshadows are the most pigmented metallic shadows that the drugstore has, straight up. When I first swatched these, I was in shock. This one is in liquid gold, but it's more of a coppery shade. Let me show you guys. What the hell? Like, it's amazing. These pack on really good. Such good quality. Like, these are like $5 or $6. It's so crazy. They're so good. This one is a mermaid. This is the one that stole my heart. You would think it'd be this one, but this one stole my heart. One, with the name, because I'm a mermaid. And two, because this color is beyond anything I've ever seen in this world. So let me just swatch this here for you guys. Do you guys see how beautiful that is? It has like this amazing duochrome where it really looks like scales. It really looks like a mermaid tail. So the drugstore for a really long time did not have any good matte eyeshadows until I came face to face with this. This is the Sonia Kashuk Ion Neutral 02 palette. This one's in matte. They have another one that has some shimmer shades on it. I have had this for at least 3 years. Look at that black. Some of them are a little bit smoother than others. Like this white one is a little bit rough. It doesn't feel as creamy to the touch, but they still apply and blend really nicely. I love this because I feel like you get like such a good variation of neutral shades in matte. So I feel like you can literally create any look with this. This is such a good palette. I highly recommend it. Sonia Kashuk is exclusive to Target though. And finally, we have arrived to the lip products. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm wearing today. And this is the NYX lip liner in natural. You guys have heard me talk about this a lot. This is my perfect nude liner. It's like a pinky brown natural lip liner. These NYX lip pencils, even though they're wooden, they're very creamy. And over that lip liner, I'm using the Maybelline Creamy Matte Lipstick, and this is in Touch of Spice. This is my favorite shade out of all the ones that they have. It's not drying on the lips. They feel so lightweight on the lips. They last throughout the day. They're just so good. They don't settle into any fine lines. This is literally the best drugstore lipstick. I have the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. I have a ton of these. They're so good. They're not as they're not liquid lipsticks because they take a little longer to dry. It doesn't feel drying at all, and they do last a decent amount of time. This shade is one of my favorite shades. It's in Morocco. I have quite a few, but this shade is so like pigmented and vibrant. Some of these do take a little bit of building up. Some of them, like the darker shades, apply a little bit patchier, but this one is super opaque, so beautiful. It's like an orangey red. They smell so good. As the NYX butter glosses, these are not long lasting. Like, expect to pack this in your bag throughout the day, but I feel like this is just a perfect like quick lip. Like if you ate, you want to put some color back, you can put one of these suckers. They have them in so many different colors and they smell like cake, like a bakery shop, and they have such beautiful colors. This one's in tiramisu, this one right here. They add such a nice tint to the lips. They're not super long lasting, but they're not sticky. We have reached the end of this video. Thank you guys so much. I'm sorry this is so long, but I had quite a few products to share with you guys. I hope I helped add some goodies to your shopping list. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful and that you enjoyed. And I'm out of breath because it's hot. I need to turn on the air. As always, my darlings, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video.